Mulberry Farm is a new community opening up in Prescott, and let's meet the co-founders, David Grounds and Charles Williams, to tell us more about this place. And I'll tell you, as I was telling people earlier, I watch this place, I say grow, as we drive up to our parent station up there in Prescott, and we're going by this place. You're like, what is going on over there? What's going on over there? And then you see this really cool community, and you guys are pretty proud of this, but what I'm very proud is the way you guys are bringing this to people who want to have houses that don't want to have the kind of burden, financial burden with them. So first, let's talk about this community. It's Mulberry Farms,
yes,
up in Prescott, and tell everybody a little bit about this place.
So if Walt Disney was alive today and he wanted to create a community, I think this is what it would look like and feel like. It's a place where our residents go to feel really good. Their houses, they come with everything that a house would be equipped with, and yet you can rent them. And they come with everything from garages to driveways to backyards, and you can rent them. And so the economics of them are that you would pay the same as an apartment, and yet unlike an apartment, it's a true house.
Yeah, and Charles, you were talking about how you saw this as a need here because we're seeing more senior adults not wanting to live in a box, we can say, and have just a regular floor plan like everybody else. They want to be able to stretch out and spread their wings, but maybe not want to have the whole house, responsibility in a way. And that's what this came about too, right?
Sure, yeah. I think that it's, the community is a 55+ community, but it's, any resident wants to live in a community that makes them feel good. And so that was the idea, is to try to have a traditional neighborhood that had traditional neighborhood things. And David described the homes really well. If you see them, they're designed and look like little homes that you might see in the television show Mayberry, right? But there's a lot more that goes into the community besides the real estate. It's more about what happens in there. So we've created things like the Great Street, which is when you enter the property, it's kind of like going down the Disney, the lane in Disney, and you see the Great Barn, and it's like a decel lane from life outside to something that's good inside.
Yeah.
And so there's things built in there into the community that are promoting socialization and wellness, and really getting people out to live in the community. And we think that makes a really sticky and important environment for people.
And it makes seniors, in the age group, be able to be more active and get to see neighbors and talk to them. Because again, sometimes when they live in the apartments or the condos, you might see your neighbor maybe once or twice a week, but this is able to get out in the yards and to be active and do things. But what I love is that we have two Arizona guys here who came up with this idea after visiting Colorado. But what I love is you guys didn't want to make it a deserty place, like how some of the communities are a little bit. You really wanted to make it like a Midwestern, more like a Disney fun place.
If you can visualize as you drive in, it's white picket fences, it's front greeting porches, rose hedges, and as you look down this traditional, timeless architectural street, there's a great barn, a great silo. The residents meet in the morning at the silo and grab their coffee, and then they can walk on the Great Mile, which is exactly 1 mile. So you can pace yourself. Let's say, hey, tomorrow we're going to do 2 miles, or the next day is 3 miles. We have Central Bark, which is our dog park. We have the Great Barn, where people have all their clubs, their activities, festivals. If there's a Kentucky Derby, we can have the Kentucky Derby party, and they're out there on the great lawn drinking their mint juleps. Like Charlie said, it's all about socialization and synergy and becoming really tight with your neighbors.
Yeah.
It's like stepping back in time is our goal.
Yeah, I think it's awesome to see. And like I said, it's just wonderful watching this. I say grow because that's what's been going on up there in this area. It's right across from Mulberry Farms in that little area there. So you're literally, I think it takes me driving, it takes me about about an hour to get there, less than that from here. So which is really nice.
Exactly.
So that's why you're saying this weekend, come join you guys, because you're giving a little sneak peek, aren't you?
We call it our great opening, and we'll have everyone there, from the mayor to the town manager to all the people that helped to build it, all the craftsmen, friends, family, anyone that wants to drive up for an hour. Come visit us, because there's going to be holiday treats and hot chocolates and all kinds of surprises, classic cars. It'll really have a circus festival feel.
Yeah.
So you can walk through the model, walk on the Great Mile, see the Great Lawn. It'll be something really special.
I love it. Very easy up to. And I know Kelly gets mad at me, but I'm going to have to do this because I want to ask each one of you, what was your favorite thing of putting in this Mulberry Farm area? What was yours, Charles? Your favorite little thing putting in there?
It was just being able to work with people that were super creative and not trying to do the norm. It was just trying to do something different. So we put a lot of time and effort into the design and pulling it together. So it's been a ton of fun, and we're really excited to get it up and going.
I like it. Dave, very quickly, what was your favorite?
I think it's Charlie pushing me. When we had every decision, should we put this antique light post in at this location? It's like, what would Walt Disney do? Well, he would put it in. We're putting it in. And it was like that every week. There was always some touch that we did to make it magical.
I love it. Well, there it is. It is the Mulberry Farms. It is up in the Prescott area. Information is on AZTV, or you can go to their website to find out more about the opening this weekend. And they're not done. They're going to be building more communities throughout. So thank you guys very much for coming in.
Thank you, Brad, very much.
All right.